It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty woods, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hi, television neighbors. Welcome back to this television neighborhood. I got 3 things I would like to show you. This Hannibal scene selection, this American Pie 2 scene selection, and this Santa hat. Now, before I go visit my dear friend, Mr. Rocky DeVito at our neighborhood Moon Center, I got a song for you. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that it's alright to wonder? Did you know that it's alright to wonder? There are all kinds of wonderful things. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that it's alright to marvel? Did you know that it's alright to marvel? There are all kinds of marvelous things. You can ask a lot of questions about the world and your place in it. You can ask about people's feelings. You can learn the sky's the limit. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know when it's alright you're learning? Did you know that it's alright you're learning about all kinds of wonderful, all kinds of marvelous, marvelously wonderful things? Well, I think it's time we go visit our good friend Rocky DeVito at our neighborhood Moon Center right away. Come along. This is where Rocky DeVito said we were gonna meet us today. So let's just go on in. Rocky!
Victor! Hey, good to see you, old friend. How you been?
Good.
Good.
I would like to introduce you to my television pal. This is Mr. Rocky DeVito.
Hello, television pals. And I know the question on all your minds is he related to that world-famous actor Danny DeVito? The answer is no. There. Cleared that up, didn't I? What's up, Vic?
So, how have you been, Rocky?
Oh, very busy. You know, we got all this stuff going on in outer space right now. You know, the race with the Chinese and the Russians and everybody else. And I'm just trying to keep America one step ahead of everybody.
Now, I heard today that you are going to show us around your Moon Center today, Rocky.
Who'd you hear that from?
I heard it from Francois Clements.
That Francois, he can't keep a secret to save his life, can he? Oh, well, yes, I'm going to show you around.
Now, this particular asteroid is a moon. Am I correct?
Yes, we call it the Pirate Moon asteroid. Some people think it looks an awful lot like a pirate's cap. and especially with the skull and crossbones there. But yes, that's one asteroid.
And this one looks like it's Pluto.
Well, Pluto's actually a dog, and this I affectionately call Mufasa. The asteroid Mufasa. Looks a little bit like the Lion King's dad, huh?
But looks a little to me like the planet Pluto.
Oh, well, you know, but it's an asteroid, not a planet, so if you think it looks like Pluto, so be it.
Now, this particular one looks like Jupiter.
Jupiter, some people think of Jupiter as the ukulele planet, and that's why this looks a little bit like Jupiter. Yep.
And this final one looks like Saturn.
Oh, you know your planets very well. Yes, this is Saturn, the violin planet.
Now, Rocky,
Yes, Victor.
I heard that when you were 12 years old, you got started in learning all sorts of different other planets when you were 12 years old. Can you tell us the story of when you were 12 years old, how you wanted to discover all the different planets, especially when you were a little boy?
Okay. When I was 12, my family went on our usual summertime camping trip. We were poor, so we couldn't stay in hotels and whatnot, so we just had a tent, and we'd go sleep in our tent, and sometimes on a nice night we'd sleep outside of the tent, and I was just looking up at the beautiful starlit sky, and I was saying to myself, oh my goodness, I know the planets are out there. And my mom, she came over and she said, you know what? That one there is Venus. And that one there is Jupiter. And that one way over there is Saturn. And I said, Mom, how do you know these things? She said, because I studied and I learned. And that's when I decided I was going to be just like my mama. And I was going to study and learn all about the planets.
Now, I also heard that when you were about 10 years old, you first studied musical pieces about playing the fiddle and trying to find out how a fiddle would sound to make a musical song about a moonbeam. Is that true?
I have a question for you, Victor.
Yeah.
Who have you been talking to?
Mr. McFeely.
Mr. McFeely. Yes, at age 10, I took up the fiddle to play my own little ditty about a moonbeam. Yep, I did. You know, that was my inauguration into the songwriting business. Yep.
Now I have one last question before I need to return to my television home.
Okay?
I suppose when young astrologists learn about these many different planets in our solar system, they must get a wise feeling from you, Mr. DeVito, about wanting to travel all across outer space and wanting to maybe see all the wondrous places that they never thought possible in outer space.
Well, that's quite a mouthful, Vic, but you know what? I think some of my work has inspired other people to explore the planetary system and beyond. You know, so to that extent, I am very, very happy that my work has inspired a few brave souls to get into the space game.
Well, Rocky, I'm so glad that you invited me to this moon center.
I'm glad you came, Victor, and you too, neighbor.
You make me so proud of just being a proud human being, and I thank you for that.
Well, you're very welcome, Victor. You and your neighbor come back whenever you like.
Well, I must go now.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to my place. Isn't Rocky the world's most brilliant astrologist yet? I'm glad to show you, television neighbors, such a exciting astrologist like that man we just saw over there. All right, now I think it's time. Let's get the trolley and we'll have some make-believe right now. All right, last time in the neighborhood of make-believe, we were pretending that Lady Aberlin and Queen Sarah were doing some astronaut comet makeover tips in the neighborhood of make-believe. Let's pretend that Francois Clements, played by my dad, has picked the winning team for XCL and Queen Sarah to win the beauty makeover pageant for best astrology comet makeover in the whole neighborhood. But what do you think is going to happen with the best comet makeover? Well, let's think some more about that now as the trolley goes by the castle in the neighborhood of make-believe. Are you ready to go, trolley? All right. What hello, Francois Clements. It's me, Queen Sarah.
Oh, hello, Your Radiance. You are more beautiful today than ever. I just don't know how you do it. You don't use the Comet Makeover, do you?
I sure do, dear.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding. I had no idea that the Queen herself uses my Comet Makeover.
Now, have you picked a winner for the surprise Comet Makeover, dear?
Well, I have, but now that I know you use my makeover, I might have to reconsider, because surely there's no one in the universe more beautiful than you. Shall I make you the winner, or do you want me to make one of your subjects the winner?
I think you should make me the winner, dear.
Oh, I am so happy to do so, Your Radiance. You are the winner of the annual Comet Makeover.
We'll think some more about plenty other contestants who might get second and third place.
Runners up, we call it.
The next time.
Yeah.
I think you're doing a nifty job in this Comet Makeover contest, Francois Clements.
Oh, well, X, you were on the road to winning the contest until Queen Sarah came along and spilled the beans that she uses the Comet Makeover as well. So I'm sorry, but you took second place.
Well, that's all right with me, Francois Clements.
Well, it's a good thing it's all right with you, because if it wasn't, King Friday might have something to say about it.
But we'll think some more about all of that Comet Makeover second and third place winner some other time, Trolley. Goodbye, Trolley. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen to the second and place runners up. Well, we'll have to think some more about that make-believe place the next time. It truly gives me a wonderful feeling to be able to know that there are such proud people who really adore us in this universe, and how we belong to such graceful people in not only our own galaxy, but to our true selves, who really knew how to make people feel good about themselves too. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the week is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day and each week a special one for me. You know how? By just your being you. There's only one person in this whole world who is exactly like you, and that's you. And people can like you exactly as you are. And I'll see you next time, television neighbors. Goodbye.